The birthday boy is in the house. Dave Skirman, happy birthday, bud.
Thank you, buddy. That means a lot to me.
Yeah, don't look a day over 65. Congratulations. How does it be?
Thank you. Thank you. I made it.
I know you're sporting the black and gold for the Bulldogs because it's a big week around here facing off against hunger. I know First Ontario is a big supporter of Bulldogs Foundation.
Yeah, we stand with the Bulldogs. They do great work in food insecurity. So that 50-50 is building every day.
Yep.
3 home games this weekend. Of course, we're hosting the CHCH staff on Sunday, so I gotta stock the bar up.
It's gonna be a rowdy affair on Sunday afternoon. Okay, more on that in a second because we got a couple good questions here. Okay, let's get to them. Up first, Harry from Hamilton says, "Hi Dave, I've lived in Hamilton all my life, but I haven't filed an income tax return every year. Will this affect receiving my old age security pension or the amount I would get?"
Great question, Harry. And a couple of things. First, you don't have to file an income tax return if you don't owe income taxes. So there's other reasons you should file a return, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But Harry, no, old age security is actually a benefit. It's not a pension. It's a benefit the government pays us out of the government's general reserve, out of taxes, basically. The maximum you can get if you live in Canada for 40 years after the age of 18. Once you hit 65, you'll get $687 a month old age security. So Harry, you'll get that when you turn 65, like me.
Hey-oh! What if you don't? Do you have to take it?
No, you don't have to take it. You can hold off old age security, and I highly recommend that actually if you can afford it and don't need it to live. It'll increase 7.2% a year until age 70, so 36% higher at age 70 if you don't take it.
Right. Same with CPP.
Right.
Yeah.
But Harry, a couple of reasons why you should file an income tax, even at lower incomes if you don't owe taxes. First of all, you're giving away free money from the government that they would give you on a GST rebate. And secondly, once you do get old age security, there's a guaranteed income supplement at lower incomes. And you're not going to get that unless you file income tax return because the government has to verify what your income is before they give you the guaranteed income supplement. So, Harry, I would recommend file an income tax return and increase your revenues.
Second question. Okay. Hi, Dave. I'm 75. What do you recommend as the best way to take payments from my RRIF? Currently, I'm making one withdrawal a year, usually towards the end of the year. I asked my financial advisor for his expertise to make the withdrawal when the market is up, but that doesn't always work out. Is there any way I can skip a year when the market is down? That's from Len in Grimsby.
Yeah, so Len, again, great question. And first one, no, you can't skip a year. Once you start to withdraw from your RRIF, which is the way to get income out of your RSP, you can't stop taking it. There's a minimum amount you have to take out every year. And at Len's age 75, that minimum amount is 5.82%. It increases a little bit every year, but so you have to take it or you can't stop. Trying to time the market. So what Len's saying there is he's got securities in his RRIF, which is very smart: mutual funds, stocks, exchange-traded funds. And if the market's down, you don't want to have to cash those and get less money. But there is a way. A lot of people don't understand or realize this, but there is a way to take securities like Len's talking about out of your RRIF and put them into a non-registered account. You don't have to cash them. What you claim out of the RRIF as your minimum withdrawal is the fair market value that you're taking out of those securities, but you don't have to sell them. You don't have to cash them. You can put them in a non-registered account. In fact, if you have room, you can even put them in your tax-free savings account. And then cash them or sell them when the values come up.
Awesome, good questions from both Harry and Len, and these are always great questions from our viewers. And just wanted to mention that anytime you do ask a question, email Dave your questions at financefriday@firstontario.com or send Dave a message through Twitter at @finance_Friday. If he selects your question on air, you'll receive a gift card from a local business in your community. All right, okay, birthday boy, have yourself a good weekend. We'll see you Sunday afternoon, Bulldogs.
See you Sunday. Go Bulldogs. Let's get 3 wins.
Yeah.
Get ready for the playoff.
Bulldogs5050.com to pick up your 50-50 tickets. It culminates on Monday's Family Day game. More Morning Live right after this.